ran the in 2003 ran the Carrera Panamericana in the Morris Minor. It didn't make it all the way. It had some piston slap, so the decision was to leave it or to park it and not unfortunately not finish the race. It's never really been cleaned up since then externally, but it's been machined, and we're actually ready to put it back together. And the car is the car that it truly belongs in is being painted as we speak. And this has something kind of unusual. It has a double pulley balancer, and there's a reason for that. And the reason for that double pulley is because this one's going to get the Judson supercharger. If I remember correct, this cover is going to have to come off too, and this will have to go elsewhere. But Judson was built for 948 and 1098 cc Sprigget engines, and the owner found one and had the pulley resized so it'll fit and work well with the 1275. And it's a 61 Mark I midget that it's going to go back into. So
cool. And so over here we've got an MGA.
Yes.
And it's I think it's a great color that they.
This is owned by a fellow down in Minneapolis who's had a number of conversions. I'll for the sake of this video, I'll leave names out of it, but a lot of people will know who, and we'll be able to figure it out pretty quick. But it's a pretty nice car. It's been built to cruise. It was originally built by another company back in the late 70s as a Ford 2.8 V6 conversion with automatic. And they did a lot of work, but somewhere along the line something happened and the project was shelved. And it was shelved until I believe the late 90s, when the current owner purchased it off eBay, took it out of the East Coast, brought it to our old shop, and we found another 2.8 and put it together. It's not a Chevrolet V6, so I don't care for it as much.
Okay.
Whatever you do, don't tell anyone. You can delete that part. But it's really quite a neat car, a nice conversion. Unfortunately, the best of this conversion has been done on the underside of the car, which you'll never see. But it does have, I can't remember, I believe a GM rear axle in the back. It's now got about a 3.0 rear end in it, and with the automatic, it's a really nice car to cruise around town in, and it's something that people will definitely stop to take a look. It's not been cleaned, so pardon the mess that I've left it in, and if I can remember where to put the stick. But so there's your 2.8 Ford with your Offie 4-barrel manifold, air conditioning that functions, and he's also built this car for driving. So the heat insulation up there may not be the absolute best in appearance, but it absolutely does the job. It keeps the hot side hot and the cold side where it should be. So it's another very fun car.
Yeah.
But I think that's the point of these cars is if they're not fun, and if you can't have fun with it, and if you can't enjoy it, if you like original cars and you only park them in your living room, that's fine. If you enjoy original cars for driving because you want that original feeling, that's a great thing to do. But if you enjoy original cars but have no place to store them and no reason to drive them because they're archaic, then in that case you need to possibly do some reconsidering of what you're doing. I don't say that everyone should have a conversion. Matter of fact, I have a lot of cars that are original. Unfortunately, my shop does not represent what I own. If you saw what I own, you'd say I'm Jekyll and Hyde, because I have both.
And real quick here, we're running out of storage space, but we'll just kind of, over here you've got this 3.4 liter V6.
Yep, it's our test bed. everything that we've ever done for the Ironhead V6 conversions has been on that engine. Right now, there's a test sample that I'll put a black screen in front of so you can't see. No, I'm just kidding. We're looking at larger bore throttle bodies, which we've never really had for these engines, and a few other things that we're looking at building. But if you come into our shop, we actually just put it on this low stand, so it's a little hard to see. But this is always the engine that if someone asks about our conversions, we bring them over to this engine first, and then show them other conversions that have been done either through pictures or real life examples, as the green car over here would show.
So cool. So we're almost out of time, so I'll say goodbye real quick. But as always, any feedback you have for me or any questions or whatever, just send them to martysgarage@gmail.com. Show's available on iTunes and Zune Marketplace. But just want to thank Brian for everything he's shown us today, and take care.
Thank you.
Okay, one more thing before I let you guys go. First of all, I just want to say thanks to Brian for letting me come out and check out all his projects and stuff. It's really cool. And it's nice meeting Brian. He's a real nice guy, and he's extremely knowledgeable. So it's nice to have an asset like him just right in my own backyard. So I don't know, just to let you guys know some of the things BMC Automobile works on is they specialize in restoration of British automobiles. And they offer some like turnkey V6 conversions, and they've even got their own little parts store that could, if you're in the middle of doing a conversion, got some parts that might make your life a little bit easier. But you can check all that out at www.bmcautos.com. So I don't know, it's kind of amazing all the places this car's taken me already, and it doesn't even have wheels on it yet. So, yeah, so especially if you live here in Minnesota, you might not even realize it, but you've got an MG Guru right in your backyard. So I just thought I'd throw that out there before I let you go. So thanks again.
It goes something like that.